Thank you so much for stopping in. Today's topic is an oracle messaging through my universal energy channeling. Just to remind you that what I do is I take 3 different decks. In this case, I'm taking 3 different oracle decks and picking an overall energy card, laying out some 9 cards to see what kind of message we can get. And it's just visual. It's not the card, it's the visual. I lay the cards out, and then I get transmissions from universal energy, and then an end card that kind of gives us a little bit more information about the topic, and then I do an extended transmission on the Patreon channel. That link is below. Today, the question that I asked today is, why do we repeat mistakes? And the overall energy that they gave to us for that answer is the Pelican card. It's from the Feather deck. And the Pelican card says, choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. I thought, okay, well, that's interesting. And then I laid out some, just the visuals, the visuals. We have a key and a snake and some mice and crossfish. And I'll put that's the picture that I'm putting on in front of these videos. This is the transmission I received. The central focus must be have faith. You have allowed discontent as an experience. You have allowed deception in your life. Discontent, deception, falsehoods to pressure your decisions, and these are eating away at you. However, they are exiting your current life energy. If you allow this to exit, you have emotional connections that add to the nature of repeating the mistakes. Okay, if you have allowed this to exit, you have emotional connections that add to the nature of repeating mistakes. You must step back, look at your situation, and have the courage and faith to not allow that same worn out path. Now, if you allow a correction, you are coming into a time of completion where you have recognized your pressures of deception, falsehoods, fear, selfishness, etc., through the hard work and focus that you have been working on. You are exiting that energy. You are exiting that energy because you started seeing your life from a higher viewpoint, from a higher perspective. You have focused on your controlled and or manipulated emotions that sent you through a repetitive path of mistakes and missteps. The energy to correct making repetitive mistakes, your hard work and focus will allow in capitals, in prosperity, easy life, less emotional, and your view of what you want your life to be, not what you allow others to decide what your life is. The energy, let's see. The energy is on your side that leads you to success. Follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. And now I want to pull an extra card. I pulled another card that to add to the message that we were just given. And this is the message, the card that was given to us. And it says, own your divine power. Replace codependent people, pleasing with replace codependent people pleasing, own your divine power. Replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. That's right, so true. So if any of this, if this message resonates with you, that's the complete part of this basic message. Go to the link, the Patreon link, because I do an extended reading on a transmission on this. Just as a wrap up, it's really kind of reminding us, why do we keep making mistakes? Sometimes we're manipulated into making mistakes. Sometimes we do it because we think that we're pleasing somebody, and sometimes we do it because we're just used to doing it. We're used to making the same mistakes. We're used to falling into the same patterns. And what I think this message is telling us is more than likely everybody does something like this, but we don't have to when it is not beneficial to our good health, our abundance, our prosperity, and getting the things that we want. We don't need to stay in that cycle of just repeating the same wrong things. We need to get into the habit of repeating the same right things. And I really do like how it with this card, this ending card, own your divine power, because that is what I think we all need to be reminded of. So thank you so much for stopping in. If you would like the extended portion of this message, this transmission, it'll be on the Patreon, on my Patreon channel. So thank you so much for stopping in, though there's a lot more to come.